Anti-Zionism does not equal anti-Semitism. It's incredibly important that we are able to discern between a movement that is calling for freedom and equality and democracy for Palestinians who currently, in the majority, live under a brutal military occupation and apartheid regime, with the idea that people want to attack and harm Jews. These are not the same thing. And trying to conflate those two things actually not only undermines Palestinian solidarity movements, but it also makes Jews less safe. I'm Jewish, and this is why I unlearned Zionism. When I was in my early 20s, I went on a solidarity trip with the Center for Jewish Nonviolence, and we visited the village of which is a Bedouin village in the South Hebron Hills, which obviously lives under constant occupation and attacks from settlers and soldiers and housing demolitions. And we were sitting in the community center, and one of the sort of elder women of the community came to speak to us about the sort of home demolitions and her experiences. She said this phrase while she was talking about her home being demolished in the middle of the day, saying, oh, it was very inconvenient when the Israelis came to demolish their house, as if it was like, someone cut in line at the post office or something, inconvenient. And I remember hearing that as sort of a young Jewish woman who'd grown up in very Zionist communities, had been part of a Zionist youth movement, had been involved also in a lot of liberal Zionist organizations, and hearing that and thinking, how is her home being demolished keeping me safe? I think the main thing that I unlearned when I was unlearning Zionism was that the idea that in order for Jews to be safe, Palestinians needed to be unsafe or unfree. And so for me, it was about recognizing the material reality of what Zionism has done. I think I've been particularly concerned with the ways in which the issue of anti-Semitism is being used to silence and shut down debate, particularly around some of the pro-Palestine protests. Because what it's actually implying is that the only way for Jews to be safe is for us to silence our human rights and rights to protest, which is fundamentally untrue.